So, there's a lot of FNaF fan games, like, a lot, and some of these fan games are more popular than official FNaF games. But since there are a lot of FNaF fan games, some of them are really good, and you guessed it, some of them are doo-doo garbage. Today we're gonna be talking about a hopefully really good upcoming FNaF fan game that I've been looking forward to for a couple of years now. RJack25 is a FNaF fan game developer that has made FNaF fan games like Post-Shift Custom Night, Nightmare Nights, and all these basics in Nightmare. Today we're talking about Post-Shift 2, a sequel to Post-Shift, but before we talk about Post-Shift 2, we have to talk about the first game. Post-Shift came out over 4 years ago according to GameJolt. This game is a semi-free roam game, and it's a pretty okay FNaF fan game with a couple of unique mechanics. So the story of the game, there's none. There's like a cutscene at the start of the game from what I know, and you cannot hear anything. It's just this robot person mumbling in the background.
He's saying who asked.
The main game is separated between 4 mechanics for every animatronic. Also, I want to mention that the game has a tutorial button where you can test all of the mechanics. Anyways, for Freddy, he starts playing the piano and you have to guess what song he is playing between 4 of the songs. You may think this means you have to trial and error your way until you figure out every song's name, but the tutorial comes in clutch. For Bonnie, you have to listen on which side of your headphones he's on and click on the opposite side of the direction. If you're playing with one speaker, then tough luck. For Chica, every time you go in her room, your oxygen starts depleting, which you have to use a mask to prevent, because I guess you're in a Chernobyl bunker or something. Gotta stop all the mutation from happening. Anyways, if you want to stop Chica from attacking you, all you have to do is cut the power by pressing the cut the power button. Very engaging stuff. Lastly, for Foxy, you get a robotic sound telling you a number between 1 to 4, and you have to press the corresponding number in Pirate's Cove. Now, this seems pretty normal, right? Hey guys, future me here. Just wanted to say that I messed up in this part of the video. The problem with the robotic sound not being heard. I didn't realize my game was like at half the volume, and yeah, I was completely wrong about that. So yeah, back to the video. But the thing is, the only reason you would fail this normally in the game is not hearing the robotic voice. And this happens all the time because the robot sounds 30 decibels lower than what he should be. Mix all these mechanics with a vent reset mechanic, shock and emergency button, which I never figured out, pizza simulator drop mechanic of all things that I had no idea for 10 minutes of playing in a single night. Which doesn't really make sense because there's a time on the top right and the game never mentions this to you in the tutorial from what I know. So I sat there in 6 AM waiting for something to happen for about 7 minutes and nothing happened. And a classic FNaF night in night 5 of the game, and that's it. Now, the game does look a bit unpolished and somewhat buggy, but you can clearly see a lot of potential in this game. But after the game garnered a good amount of attention because of FNaF YouTubers, he found motivation to make a custom night game, which is whatever. So how's the second game like? Well, from the teasers and trailers, it still seems like a semi-free roam FNaF game. The animatronics designs look pretty good, with my favorite Chica with a hazmat suit. So I'm guessing my Chernobyl theory was correct. And Bonnie got replaced with Scrap Trap, and Freddy, which just looks basically the same. There are also other animatronics like the puppet as well, which is okay. The game's graphics look pretty great with silky smooth cutscenes.
Hello.
Speaking of cutscenes, I don't really want to theorize about this game or anything, but from the game trailers, it seems like you will be playing through 2 different timelines of the game, and maybe this happens every few nights or so, or a separate game mode that you unlock after you beat the game. And also, the soundtrack of the game sounds pretty great. All in all, this game seems like it's going to be a really good FNaF Fangame, and you should keep an eye out for this game if you're interested in it. It's coming out on October 30th, and I might make another video about it after it releases, hopefully if it doesn't get delayed. That's all I have for this video, and yes, I don't really have an outro, so see ya.